The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, just seems too much. Protecting all of Camelot? All of the world? I cannot think of a single person I would trust more to do it. You really think I can do this? No, I didn't say that. The game I had in mind was very silly. Anyway, unorderly. Disrespectful. I'm glad that's over. Merlin, you're alright. I am relieved to see you all. Thank you for meeting with me. For some reason, Merlin's portrait shifted a little there. Maybe because facial expression is not in the same exact spot? It is more than I deserve for the trails I have put you all through. Do not worry, Merlin, we are all fine. In fact, if not for you, we would never have seeked out Duke Charta and learnt of Roland's plan. Perhaps, but that is not why you are here. Locke, do you still wish to have your questions answered? Yes, I have to know. I must warn you, parts of this story will be very difficult for you to grasp. It will change you. Do you still wish to know? I hope this is not a choice that I'm gonna make. Yes. Good, because I wouldn't have wanted to have that sort of pressure put on me. Very well. We might be having a different episode here. Because who knows how long this is going to take. Also, what just happened speaks for itself. Our age too had its times of sorrow. Before our campaign against the Grimm, we were at war with a wizard named Mordred. But while this was happening, Queen Guinevere and King Arthur had their own great sorrow. They could not conceive a child. Even Mordred's apparent defeat did nothing to raise the king's soul. He knew that one day he would die, and Camelot would be without a king. But everything got so much worse, for a year later, Mordred returned from the grave. Wearing a strange mask and speaking with a demonic voice, he called himself the Grimm. I thought the Grimm was happening at the same time. So, apparently the beanstalks grew from the top down. No, I'm pretty sure that Merlin was born looking like an old man. I mean, when have you ever seen a young Merlin? Alright, over the months, beanstalks began to rise from the ground. Wherever the Grimm's demonic creatures attacked, the beanstalks appeared, drowning people's hope in despair. These beanstalks were the work of a gardener, a blood mage with the power to control plant life. Their purpose was never known to us. However, once these beanstalks arose, the Grimm's demons began relentlessly hunting the king. The beanstalks required blood to cast whatever dark spell they were created for. It was for this reason the king's blood, the dragonkin blood, was required, and this could only mean that something horrifying would be the result. The dragonkin blood was what was needed. Only Arthur and his direct bloodline had this. In other words, Locke is totally part of this bloodline. Unless Arthur is the one in his dream, cause there was that whole situation where could just have contact with somebody with the bloodline. If you don't know what I mean, watch the episode Major Boss. I think it was episode 16. Anyway, so the most dreaded day had arrived. After years, Queen Guinevere had a beautiful daughter, and in order to ensure her safety, all records of her birth were destroyed, and she was sent away. This broke both of their hearts. That was the night Arthur, Lancelot, and myself faced the Grimm for the final time. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely Locke who's the descendant of Arthur. You know of the events of that day. However, after that battle, I left the service of Avalon and resided in Chitetsa village, where the child of Arthur was sent. If you're not going to tell us that Locke is the descendant of Arthur now, I don't know why you're telling us all of this. I stayed and watched over her, over the many years, using elixirs and potions to prolong my life. I watched as she grew and married, then so did her children, and their children, until finally, 130 years later, the latest son was born. That son is you, Locke. Me? Locke is... Yes, it was not Arthur's spirit that protected you all from the Piper's song. It was Locke himself. You are the direct descendant of King Arthur. No, this is not true. I'm just a commoner. I'm nobody important. No, I don't want to be the descendant of the legendary King Arthur. That sucks. That is not true, Locke. You are so very important. Because I fear LaFay may be trying to complete her father's work, she will no doubt now find out that a dragonkin still lives. I have used all of my magic to hide your blood signal from them, but that will no longer work. It is up to you now to stop LaFay before this world falls into ruin. I am sorry you had to find out this way, but you had to know. I never asked for any of this. Why are you depressed about it? I'd be all cool. Well, except for the whole part about now LaFay would be hunting me down for my blood. I know, but you are the only one who has the means to stop this plot once and for all. How? In addition to the dragonkin blood, the Grimm also requires the use of 5 artifacts called the Chapter Stones. Hey guys, guess what we're going to be doing for the rest of the game? My father told me of the Chapter Stones, 5 diamonds that shone with a light not of this world. Correct, their origin is unknown, but the Grimm managed to use their power. After his defeat, the 5 stones were split up and taken by various dukes and nobles. The location of all 5 remains unknown. However, if a dragonkin or someone of equal magical bloodline were to hold one, it will lead him to the rest, just like a compass. Just like in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. So, only I can find them all and stop LaFay from getting them. It's just as well, we were probably going to try to stop LaFay anyway. Yes. I'm sorry, will you give me some time to think about this? I don't know if I can do this, Cinderella. I don't know if I am strong enough. I didn't think I was strong enough to survive after my father died. All the years I wish it had been me instead. Years I wasted. But Locke, you have made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. Just seems too much. Protecting all of Camelot? All of the world? I cannot think of a single person I would trust more to do it. You really think I can do this? No, well, I didn't say that. You mean we, right, lad? But you have already helped me this much when you didn't have to. Maybe I'm not doing it for you. Maybe I want to save my own bacon. What the idiot means to say is that this is everyone's fight now, Locke. And we're all with you. Yes, hello, Alice Hatter. You remind me of a different Alice I once knew, but her account and actually her entire computer was stolen. Kind of unfortunate. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that this backstory with Merlin is definitely a different episode from our climb up the tower. Alright, we'll do it. I know of only one Chapterstone location, but that is all you will need. How convenient! You must travel to Castle Helt, ruled by Duke Tristan. Another Duke, huh? Wish me luck remembering his name. Castle Helt, got it. I know the way, leave it to me. Good, because as far as I could tell, the only other dock that I could dock my boat at was on that volcanic island. One more thing. You have no doubt seen those stone tablets with the crystal in the middle. Yes, we have seen many. Back even before Arthur's day, to get to different kingdoms, royal mages did not use ships often. They used the tablets to magically transport one to different locations. Do they still work? Only a few still do. The one downstairs indeed works. It can take you directly back to Gutorga if you so wish. Well, how convenient then that when we fiddled with it, it made a magical staircase appear instead of transported us to a different town. There's thundering outside. After the end of this episode, I need to check the weather. I just can't be keeping up with magic. I agree, but in any case, thank you, Merlin. I am happy to do what I still can. And I can't help but notice that suddenly it's glowing. It knows we know what it can do, so now the magic power has activated. But for now, we're going to end things here. I need an inn to sleep in. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, like, comment, or subscribe. A little friendly attention can help bring me even more. And for even more Let's Playing goodness from myself from others, check out RPGMmag.com. Links in the description. Oh, thank you. It appears you have found something interesting. Please do not let me keep you, friends. Yeah, we kinda did have this. Alright. So, let me check the weather, and, well, first off, that's the end of this episode. GESP 1995, you want to talk about long cutscenes? One of my earliest Let's Plays is a game called The Spiteful Dead. That game has some really long cutscenes. We're talking about cutscenes as long as 40 minutes. And that was an RPG Maker game too. Oh, by the way, Alice Hatter, it's kind of interesting in regards to the Game Boy Wednesdays. Currently, all 3 games are tied for the popular vote. So I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing if the tie remains. If it's like, am I going to do all 3 games for next Game Boy Wednesday? Am I going to make the choice myself?